before starting this video, I do want to apologize for my hands and my nails. They look really bad, but it was because I was gluing them on myself, and these are press-ons, so I'm not really good at it. So if you see glue on my hands, if you see glue on my nails, I'm gonna keep them far away so you don't see them, but if you see it, ignore it. What's up, you guys? If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you're not new, welcome back. Today I decided to come on here and just talk and update you guys on my PCOS. I received so many messages of encouragement and so many messages of women just like me who have been going through the same thing and even longer than I have, which is so crazy. And I still can't believe that there's nothing that, you know, specifically cures this problem. So if you're new to my channel, if you don't really know what PCOS is, I'm going to do a quick rundown on what PCOS is. I explained it in my other video when I did my Where Have I Been video. But PCOS basically is a hormonal imbalance. So it's just many cysts in your ovaries that basically just causes you to miss your periods and has many other side effects. A lot of you guys have messaged me on Instagram asking me to please update you guys on what's been going on, what have I been doing to treat my PCOS, and what have I been doing to lose weight. So I was diagnosed almost 3 months ago with PCOS, and I forgot to mention that, but PCOS does cause infertility, or you know, just a trouble or difficulty conceiving. My son Liam is almost 3 now. In March he turns 3, and I haven't been able to conceive since I had Liam. So I'm gonna give you a quick little rundown of my story and how I found out I had PCOS. So basically, I got pregnant with Liam at 19. I had Liam at 20, and I was fine. I didn't want no kids right after. I got a depot shot, which was the birth control I decided that I wanted to get, and that birth control led me to missing many periods and just gaining so much weight that it was just ridiculous. Like, I had gained, I want to say, over 20-30 pounds just because of that birth control. Prior to my pregnancy, I only weighed 85 to 90 pounds, and I was really small. I am only 4'11", that's my height, 4 feet 11 inches, so I'm very tiny, and all that weight just made me look even more smaller and just bigger, and it was really frustrating for me because it was just the worst to lose that weight. Like, no matter what I did, no matter what diets, no matter how many times I went to the gym, it stood the same. Like, there was literally nothing that can help make me skinnier. After my double shot wore off, I didn't want to get it redone because then I had watched a lot of reviews online about women that had got the double shot and said that the reason why they couldn't lose the weight that they gained was because of the double shot, and they kept getting it. So I was just like, you know what, let me just stop it for a while and see if that does any changes. After I stopped doing my double shot, I noticed a few changes just like in my hormones. I think I got 1 period or 2 like right after, and then I noticed a few things that were just like I knew that weren't right. When Liam turned 1 year and 6 months, my husband and I decided that we wanted to try to have another baby. I've always been a fan of like big families, lots of brothers, lots of sisters, and that was something that I knew that I wanted to have for my babies, my future children, was just mom, dad, and a bunch of brothers and a bunch of sisters. When Liam turned 1 year and 6 months, that's when my husband and I decided that we wanted to have another baby, and we had decided that we were going to try. So we were trying, and I was not getting any more periods. Like, after the 2 normal periods, I didn't see a period for months. So that immediately led me to believe that I was pregnant. So I was just like, what's going on with my body? Like, I took tests and they were all negative. Like, what was going on? I couldn't go to the follow-up for my postpartum appointment. So I immediately began to believe that it had something to do with my postpartum. Like, I was just like, maybe my C-section didn't close off the way it was supposed to. Maybe something went wrong there. I don't know. I just thought a bunch of things. Then I started to do research, and I started to find a lot of things online. You know, that's the one thing doctors tell you not to do, is to look for your symptoms online. That's just like, they say that's like the biggest no to do. And that was the first thing that I was doing. I was just looking up everything that was going on online, and I saw so many terrifying things like cancers and all that stuff, and I was just really scared. And I had even told my husband like how scared I was because of the things that I searched. So he wanted me to go see a doctor, and I did want to, but like I said, at the time we just couldn't go see a doctor. A big part of it was because I was scared of what they were going to tell me. I'm a person that I'm just super scared of doctors. I've always been scared of needles. I've hated it forever, and I've been to the doctor growing up a lot because I kind of always had like hormonal imbalances or hormonal problems. As a teenager, I got my period really late. I got my period almost turning 15. I think I was 15 actually when I got my period. I know I had to take iron pills because my iron levels were really low. I kind of always figured that I had some issues with like hormones or something. I honestly don't know if I've had PCOS for this long or if I just developed PCOS, but I know that a good part of my life growing up as a teen, I kind of always had hormonal problems. After almost a year of like being in denial and telling people that I didn't want to get pregnant or I didn't want to have a baby, just because I didn't want to feel like I looked stupid. You know what I mean? Like, people were asking me all the time, like, when's baby number 2 coming? Or when are you thinking about having another baby? Don't wait too long. And all these other things. And I was just like, if only people knew that I want a baby, but I can't have a baby right now. It's just not happening. And I think that was just like the hardest thing for me to do was like in front of people act like I didn't want a baby, but I wanted a baby, you know? Sorry, I ugly cry. So I would just tell people, oh, not now, oh, maybe later or whatever. And then I would just go home really like crappy. Like, I would feel so bad. There's people that have been going through this for many years, like I said, and I don't know how they do it. And most of these people that go through it haven't ever had babies, and I have Liam, and I'm so thankful for my Liam. After a year of me just going through this like depression phase and like just being frustrated and crying myself to sleep and just not knowing come here, and just having that frustration of just like not knowing and just being so confused, I decided one day that I was just going to see an OBGYN, and I didn't care how much it was going to cost me. And put my mind at ease. So I went with the hope of it just not being nothing. So I saw the OBGYN, and the OBGYN was really concerned because I hadn't gone since I had Liam. I had to get all these things done that I hadn't got done because I didn't go for so long. She did some blood work, and they did some other tests, and she had told me that she believed that I had PCOS. She gave me some information, and she said once the blood work confirms everything, I will give you a call for you to come in, or if you don't have it, or maybe if it's something else, then I'll give you a call, you come in again, and we can sit down and talk about it better. And then they called me, and they had told me to come in immediately, that they wanted to talk to me. And I went with my sister for support, and they had told me right there that it was confirmed that I did have PCOS. I had to put something on the TV for Liam to watch, and so I can finish my video. By the way, guys, meet Bella. I rescued her. Well, I didn't rescue her. A homeless person had rescued her. They had told me to take her because they couldn't take care of them because of their living condition, and I had to. I saw her sweet face and I had to take her home. Look, this is Bella. Look, she's such a cutie. I cleaned her up and everything, gave her a flea bath, and she's so cute. It took me a while to just accept what I had and try to find a way to work with this thing that they had just told me I had. So then I had began to notice the changes. Oh, also the doctor had told me I had not ovulated since I had Liam. I was only seeing a period once or twice a year, which to many others is just like, why are you upset? You're not getting a period. Like, that's awesome. But at the same time, it's frustrating because you know that your body, that your reproductive system is just not working. So that's just at the point where I was, and I kind of began to get a little bit sad about it, a little bit frustrated, and I questioned a lot of things. Like, I was just like, how I got PCOS if I had Liam? Like, what? And no, like, just because you had a kid does not make you immune to not having PCOS. PCOS happens 1 out of 5 women, I believe, and I started doing a lot of research about PCOS, and then I noticed a lot. After doing research and after seeing a lot of the symptoms, I had realized, oh, you know what? I have this symptom. One of the symptoms that I'm dealing with right now has been my acne. So my face doesn't look really bad, like from afar, but if I get closer, I'm gonna be very vulnerable and show you guys, like, let me see if I put the camera to focus. You can see a lot of acne happening, which, if you know me, doesn't really happen often because my skin has always just been really, really clear, except for now. Lately, my skin has been really, really bad. I've been breaking out like crazy. My blackheads has been just ridiculous. There's a lot of blackheads. I have so much right here and right here. My pores, you can really, really see them now. So yeah, PCOS even affects your skin, and I had no idea about this. Another thing is my weight fluctuating. As many of you guys have seen, I was losing a lot of weight, and I was really, really good. Everything was good, and all I was doing was just eating less than what I usually ate, because sometimes I stress ate. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, sometimes it just wasn't PCOS. Sometimes it was just me. Like, I ate out of stress and anxiety, and it caused me to gain a whole bunch of weight. I'm gonna show you guys where I'm at right now. So yeah, I have pajamas. This is a dress, but this is where I'm at right now. I'm gonna move to the side. So this is me with no filter or nothing at the moment. This is just what my body has been looking like lately. I'm gaining the weight back, which sucks. I was losing a lot of weight. My figure was just really, really skinny, and I looked really, really thin, and then I gained it back. I didn't want to put myself in such a strict diet because I know myself and I know I won't commit to them. Now I just have to because it's just not working. Another thing that I've been noticing is, I noticed that really, really quickly, is the unwanted body hairs and unwanted hairs on my face, on my back. It was just really, really bad. But it's because of the high levels of testosterone in my system, in my blood. My OBGYN wanted me to get on Metformin for at least 3 months and see how it goes. Before getting on Metformin, I took prenatals for a month, and it wasn't working for me. And I took maybe it's because I took the cheap Target brand prenatals, but it still wasn't doing anything, and I didn't feel any changes, so I just stopped taking it. Nothing was happening. I wanted at least my period to come down so that I can at least know that it was working. My OB wanted me to get on birth control. I didn't want to get on that because then I would have to do a cleanse. Like, I'm super, like, scared of pills and of medications. That's just me and medications and doctors and stuff. We don't click, right? And that was something I knew I didn't want to do. However, I was considering taking the birth control because I wanted my period to come down, because mind you, I hadn't seen a period in almost 4 months. So I was either on the alternative of taking metformin or taking birth control. And because my levels of insulin were really high, my sugar was really high, so I decided to go for metformin, which also helps balance and level out my blood sugar levels. And that's just what I did. I went on metformin. I am on my 2nd week now, starting my 2nd week on metformin, and I have seen some major changes. Well, I was scared to get on metformin because a lot of people were saying, oh, like I got the runs, or my stomach just feels really bad when I take metformin. I have to throw up, I'm nauseous, I have to use the bathroom, I have like diarrhea, blah blah. So I was really scared of that. I took it and I was just like, I'm at 500 milligrams right now. And I was really scared. I was so frustrated. I was like, oh my God, I hope I don't get the runs. I hope I don't get all these symptoms that everybody is saying. And the one thing I know I got the first week was a major headache. As soon as I drank the pill, I don't know if it has something to do with the pill. I don't know if it's like a side effect or something, but my head literally has been feeling like ever since the first week, and this week I have really bad headaches, really bad. So that's one of the side effects that I have been noticing. And the whole going to the bathroom, having diarrhea thing that I was hearing about happened only when I didn't eat with the pill. They strongly recommend that you eat with this pill because of this side effect. You're supposed to eat, and I noticed that after I was taking the pill right after eating, I didn't have this side effect anymore. So here's the crazy thing though about metformin. So they say that metformin supposedly almost reverses the side effects of PCOS. So I was just like, when I heard this, I was like, and I saw so many good things, like good reviews about taking metformin while having PCOS. And a lot of women were like, oh, I'm on week 2 at metformin and I'm already pregnant, or I'm on week 3 and I got pregnant, or I got my period. So I was really excited at the same time. I was scared and nervous, but I was excited at the same time to take this pill, because I was like, if this works, this is amazing. I took metformin the 2nd day, and can you guys believe that on the 2nd day of taking metformin, I got my period? I kid you not, I got my period. It was really painful. Like, that period was just like the worst period I have ever experienced. Like, I think it was maybe because it was blocked for so long that it was just like, when I got it, it hurt. It hurt me so bad. And when I got it, I was just like excited, happy, and mad, and I had so many emotions at the same time. Like, I was just like, I got my period. Mind you, I was doing so many things, using hot pads, I put hot towels, I took really hot baths to see if something happened, but nothing was happening until I took this pill. So that's the immediate change that I saw while taking metformin. The slower changes that I saw while taking metformin, not slower because I'm only on week 2, was that the unwanted hair, thicker hair that was growing in places I didn't want it to grow, was growing really light. I forgot to mention to you guys of one of the side effects that have been going on that I noticed with the PCOS now is the baldness. You just can't see it that much because I try to do my hair like voluminous so that you can't really see the baldness going on, but here, so right here, when I do ponytails, you can really see it. I'm trying to show you. You can really see it's just like right here. I thought it was just a normal thing, but then the more research I did, I saw that PCOS does cause your hair to thin out and to fall out. So that's why when I washed my hair and stuff, there was just like chunks, like I mean chunks, there's chunks of hair falling off of my head. So if anybody has any suggestions for that, please let me know in the comments below. I'm not saying, I'm not a doctor, I'm not telling you if you take metformin this will start happening. This is just what I've been experiencing with my body. This is me seeing the changes in me. I don't know if it's a pill, I don't know what it is, but something is going on and my body is like reversing the effects of PCOS. I bought a bunch of ovulation sticks and I've been keeping track of my cycle, and I'm actually ovulating, which hadn't happened since I had Liam, mind you. And oh my gosh, guys, I'm super, super happy. I know this is all very private and personal, but I feel like if you're a girl and you're going through these kinds of like things, sometimes you don't have nobody to talk to about these things. And I noticed a whole community of women that are going through these things. And why not just share it with you guys and talk with you guys and even give tips and tricks on what has been working for me and what do I recommend. I have more of a hope and more of an excitement for the future. If metformin works the way people claim that it works and the way that I've seen that it's working, then hopefully entering the new year or in the new year, baby number 2 might come if God allows it. But I'm just very, very happy for the changes that is going on in my body. Firstly, it's because of God, and then it's because, you know, I took that leap of faith of going into this pill, and I don't regret it a bit. I started with 500. I'm not even kidding you. I was like, I'm starting at the lowest dose. And even at the lowest dose, I saw the biggest change, and a change for the better. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you're someone who suffers from PCOS, you might want to consider taking metformin. Just saying. I'm not saying take metformin. I'm saying if you have it, you might want to consider taking it instead of taking, you know, a birth control or something like that. I am going to start taking some fertility boosters and things like that that are going to help me become more fertile. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it just makes everything more quicker or easier. But yeah, if you have some of these symptoms, like the PCOS symptoms, I highly recommend you going to see a doctor to get diagnosed. Or, you know, don't go by what you see online, because what you see online, they're not doctors, okay? I'm thinking about getting on a good strict diet soon for PCOS, so I'll definitely let you guys know and keep you guys posted on things that I buy. I have a really awesome friend, D, who has sent me so many things that have been helpful, like food charts and stuff, and everything she sends me, I post it on my story because I feel like there's so many women out there that will benefit from seeing those posts. Yeah, that's everything. That's all I have to talk to you guys about. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is, one, if you don't follow me on social media, you guys probably don't know that I am creating my brand new brand, Solimar Beauty, and I'm so excited about it. It's so awesome. It's coming really soon, and a lot of you guys are like, Soli, if you don't have like the products completely done yet, why are you talking about it? The reason for that is because I cannot keep a secret, okay? I just have to share everything with everyone in the whole world, and especially people who I love and who I feel like deserve to know these kinds of things, which is you guys. And I know I don't have a lot of followers or a lot of subscribers, but I have a lot of people who I know would support me and support my brand, and who have supported me from now. And there's people that I really don't know who support me, that I have no idea who they are. Like, I've never seen them, and they support me so much. And I wanted to share it with you guys, and I wanted you guys to be excited and work you guys up to that excitement for the day that it launches. Boom! You guys can snatch yourself some products. If you guys haven't followed my brand's page and subscribe to my brand's website newsletter, please do so. Once these products hit, you all will be notified if you are subscribed to the newsletter. And yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys like this video. I hope this video was helpful. This was also a video that was helpful for me to talk about. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me a lot of questions. This was very helpful to me to just vent and talk to you guys also, and inform many other women who probably are on the same boat I was, of like, should I do this or should I do that? Should I take Metformin? Should I take birth control? I hope that this kind of gave you a better idea of what to do, because I literally had no idea until I watched a bunch of videos and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it. Also, thank you for all the love and the support that you guys left me on the James Charles entry video. Unfortunately, I did not get picked. The people that entered this competition have already been picked, but I have faith that, for fingers crossed, the next season I am chosen. I will watch the series because it seems really, really interesting. Yeah, this is everything. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, and God bless.